Universe 4. Listen, I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. You're thinking, Doulie, I don't care about Universe 4. There are only 2 universes in this tournament that matters, and it's Universe 11 and Universe 7. Whatever's going on with Universe 4, they are going to get defeated, and at some point, we're going to see Goku versus Jiren. That's all I care about. So why are you doing a video about Universe 4? Go make another Ultra Instinct video. And to you guys, I have to say, hear me out. If you've been following this channel for a little bit, you know that I've been working on this Universe 4 video for a while. But I've been struggling in trying to figure out how to best present the gravity of the impact Universe 4 is likely to have in this tournament. So to show you guys I'm serious, here's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to skip the intro. I don't need to tell you guys to subscribe if you like this video. You already know that. This is YouTube. I'm not even going to tell you to follow this channel on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links are in the description. What I'm going to do instead is say this. Regardless of how you feel about the Dragon Ball Super writers, if they think something is important, you know something about it before it becomes a reality in the show. And guys, there were 3 things you knew for a fact about the Tournament of Power by episode 97, which is the episode that the tournament started. We knew that Jiren was strong, we knew that Goku was gonna get a new form, and we knew that Universe 4 was hiding something. Now this clip is from episode 96 of Dragon Ball Super. As the teams for the Tournament of Power were being introduced, Gohan was the first to point out something odd about Universe 4. Their team appeared to have had only 8 fighters when the required amount of fighters for the tournament was 10. Later on in the tournament, we got a glimpse at Zeno's God Pad, which has a picture of every fighter in this tournament. But for Universe 4, there appeared to be 2 missing fighters. Guys, I just want to make something clear before we go any further. Each team had to get at least 10 fighters to represent their universe. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to compete. So I'm not trying to imply that the Grand Priest and Zeno didn't know that these fighters existed. Otherwise, Universe 4 would not have been able to compete in this tournament. What I'm trying to draw your attention to was that the Grand Priest was not able to get images of these fighters. Let's put that into perspective for 1 second. The Grand Priest knows so much about every other fighter on this platform that he is able to calibrate the gravity to individually fit what they are most used to respectively. So the Grand Priest has done his homework on every fighter in this tournament, and the fact that he wasn't able to get an image of these fighters from Universe 4 implies that whatever means they are using to keep themselves hidden is effective enough to deceive even the Grand Priest and likely Zeno as well. Guys, lastly regarding this are the events of episode 107. The writers brought our attention back to this exact topic, but they did so in a much more menacing and serious way. The Grand Priest gives us a summation of how many fighters are left on the platform, and right when it seemed like a moment of victory, being able to point out that Universe 7 was in the lead with 7 remaining fighters, the mood, the music, the tone, everything about the episode changed when Beerus realized that the 2 fighters from Universe 4 were still missing. Guys, Beerus' reaction here is pretty important and unique because he realized that he couldn't even sense the fighters himself. It was also heavily implied that not even Whis could sense these fighters. So here we are with beings of God level ki and ultra instinct awareness who are again being deceived by whatever technique these fighters are using to stay hidden. Now guys, thanks to images from the 2018 Dragon Ball calendar, these fighters have been revealed. They're on your screen right now. Their names are Damon and Garismasu. They're brothers. And guys, although they don't look like much, because of all the buildup in the series to their reveal, it's obvious that their ability is going to be a big problem for Universe 7. In fact, spoiler alert, if you do not want to be spoiled, skip ahead by 15 seconds. Spoilers start now. Spoilers for 119 of Dragon Ball Super reveal that a member of Universe 7 will be eliminated, and it's likely due to these new fighters joining the fight. Welcome back to everyone who skipped ahead. Now, the point of this video so far has been to let you know just how serious of a threat these fighters are. They are not a joke. They have been the reason for Quintella, who is the mouse god of destruction for Universe 4. They've been the reason for his confidence throughout this entire tournament, even after seeing Jiren's power. Even after getting down to only 3 fighters on the platform, he still seems pretty certain that his universe can win this tournament. Now, in the last part of this video, I want to mention potential ways that Universe 7 may be able to go about dealing with these fighters. Before we get into that though, I want to address this misconception that's been going around that because of the way these fighters look, the reason why they are almost impossible to sense and see is because they are microscopic beings. I have to admit that at first, I thought the same thing myself, but after more research, it's heavily implied that this isn't true. Now, all the reveal artwork that we've seen for these characters show them scaled to a size of about a foot tall. Not only that, based off of what we said in episode 107, it is also heavily implied that these fighters are using some sort of special ability to keep themselves hidden rather than it just being a matter of size. Goku and all the Z fighters could sense other warriors around the globe, in some cases across the universe. The Z fighters don't need to see warriors to know they're there. So them being small isn't enough to explain why no one, even people like Beerus and Whis, can't sense their ki. Now, I'm not saying that it's impossible that these fighters could be really small. Maybe their special ability has something to do with size manipulation. Maybe they could shrink themselves or something like that. All I'm saying is being small alone isn't enough to explain what they've been doing all tournament, which is staying completely hidden, even from the Grand Priest and Zeno. So how can Universe 7 go about beating these guys? I mentioned earlier that no one was able to sense them, and that wasn't completely true. Surprisingly, Tien was able to sense them once at the beginning of the tournament, although admittedly he said it was very weak and faint. So maybe one option is Tien being able to tap in to whatever allowed him to sense them in the first place and yell in direction down from the stands to the platform on what the Z fighters could do to deal with these guys. I've even heard some people mention that these fighters may be the catalyst for Vegeta to unlock Ultra Instinct, the attacking side of the ability, which may specialize in being able to efficiently attack anyone regardless of what ability they're using. The overall idea being that even if these fighters are hidden, even if they're small or camouflage, Vegeta's body will attack in a way where his mind doesn't need to see or sense his opponents, similar to how Goku's version of Ultra Instinct causes him to dodge effectively without thinking. Vegeta's version of Ultra Instinct could cause him to attack these fighters effectively without him having to think about it. But obviously, guys, these are all hypothetical. There's still so much about these new fighters we don't know. For example, who's to say that they only have one ability? The fact that they are brothers and they fight together imply that they likely have combination attacks that they've been practicing their entire lives. Their look and design, this hardened outer shell, suggests that even if you are able to catch them out of hiding, they'll probably be able to take a beating. And from what we've seen in the preview for 119, it looks like they're able to do significant damage to someone as strong as Android 17. Guys, I think their design and look may even suggest that these fighters have some sort of parasitic ability where they can probably invade the body of another fighter and take control of their mind. Imagine one of these guys taking control of Jiren or Goku or anyone else. Even if it's only for a short time, they probably won't even need to use that host to fight. They can just walk them off the platform, pick another host, and do it again until Universe 4 is all left standing. An ability like this will definitely explain Quintella's confidence. It'll definitely explain why Beerus was so worried, and it'll make it worth all the foreshadowing and build-up we've seen for these characters. So what do you guys think now? Is Universe 4 still not worth talking about? Are they not a very serious threat to Universe 7? Let me know what you guys think of this though. How do you think this is going to play out with these new fighters? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe. I'm happy I was finally able to get my thoughts together enough to make this video, so I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye. What's up, guys? My name is Doulie.